Good evening, everyone, and especially to our instructor, Sir Mariel Sanchez. Good evening. So before I discussing my topic, I want to introduce myself first. My name is Krisha Fabiliar Calago. So our topic is all about soul making, appropriation, and improvisation. The learning outcomes of our topics are discussed concepts of soul making, appropriation, and improvisation. Next is develop student creativity in any form that develops their potential in soul making, appropriation, and improvisation. And the last is knowing the role and categories of soul making. And now, nakaila na ba ta sa atong tagsa-tagsa nga kaugalingon? Nakasabot na ba ta sa tinuod nga pagka-ikaw? Alam mo na ba ang kahulugan sa pang-araw-araw na buhay? Naiintindihan mo na ba kung bakit nangyayari ang mga bagay na hindi natin inasahan? So, daghan kitang mga pangutana sa atong kinabuhi nga lisod kay nato sabton. So, ug lisod pud nato dawaton. So, through soul making, diha nato masabtan ang atong kaugalingon ug diha nato madawat kung unsa ta or kinsa ta. So, what is soul making? According to Narciso, soul making is an alternative for knowing ourselves and looking into depth and reality of what we are doing for our daily life. And yes, it's true. Through soul making, we make see or know ourselves better. And it is show our feelings, our emotion, even through the versions of ourselves. And soul making has the origin from the Greek word puyo, meaning to the author or maker or of something, or process, which means to bring something into consummate or to bring something that did not exist before into being. If you create something, an object, technology, and artwork, there are usually fulfilling process of soul making. Sabi nila, hindi ka makagawa ng isang bagay kung hindi mo naiintindihan ang iyong layunin sa paglikha ng mga bagay na ito. So, soul making has role. The role of soul making in art. First is knowing oneself better. So, kinahanglan daay nga makabaluta sa atong kaugalingon or makabaluta kung kinsa ta. Kay lisod kaayo dawaton ang kamotoran kung wala nimo na sinati ang imong kaugalingon. So mas maayo jud nga makabaluta kung si kinsa ta or kinsa ta aron madawat ang ato ang kaugalingon. Next is understanding life's deep and essence. So after knowing yourself and accepting who you are, you being to understanding, meaning the essence of your existence. So, dili lang ni para sa imong kaugalingon, kundi para sa uban. And the next is evaluating what ourself does. So, kani siya, mag-evaluate na ta kung, for example, kani atong ipanghimo. So, importante ba na or dili kani atong gipang himo sa adlaw-adlaw? So, Upang malalaman mo ang kahulugan ang iyong buhay, kinakailangan mong alamin ang katuturan ang iyong ginagawa sa araw-araw. So kinahanglan jud nato nga makabalo kung unsa ang importanteng himon or unsa ba ni naka-importante ba sa atong kinabuhi or dili.
Good evening, everyone, especially to you, sir. This time, I will continue the report. There is 5 categories of soul making. The first one is crafting images. The concept of soul making encompasses various dimensions of personal growth, self expression, and creative exploration. One of these categories within soul making is crafting image, which involves the act of imagining or presenting something in any artistic medium. This category encompasses a wide range of creative practices, including painting, sculpting, drawing, storytelling, poetry, dancing, composing, or even taking notes. Crafting image is a significant category within soulmaking, offering individuals a means of self-expression, self-discovery, and creative exploration. Through various artistic mediums such as painting, sculpting, drawing, storytelling, poetry, dancing, composing, or taking notes, artists can delve into their inner worlds, communicate their thoughts and emotions, and forge a connection with others. By engaging in the process of crafting images, individuals embark on a soulful journey of personal growth, artistic development, and the exploration of the human experience. The next categories is the crafting stories. Crafting stories is an integral part of the soul-making journey, encompassing the acts of writing, engraving, criticizing, commenting, and creating narratives. Stories can take various forms, such as objects, music, images, and words. Crafting stories is a vital category within soul making, providing individuals with a means to express themselves, share their experiences, and explore the human condition through various mediums such as writing, engraving, criticizing, commenting, and creating stories as objects, music, images, or words. Individuals engage in a soulful journey of self expression and creative exploration. By crafting stories, individuals can delve into the depths of their imagination, connect with others, and contribute to the rich tapestry of narrative that shape our world. The next categories is crafting instruments. Crafting instruments is a captivating aspect of soul making as it involves transforming objects into musical instruments. This process enables individuals to discover balance and harmony, ultimately producing entertaining, enhancing, and magical sounds. Crafting instruments is a remarkable category within soul making, offering individuals a pathway to self expression, musical exploration, and transformative experiences. By repurposing objects into musical instruments, individuals discover balance, harmony, and the power to create entertaining and magical sound. Through this process, artists embark on a soulful journey of self discovery, creativity, and the joy of music making, enriching their lives and the lives of others. Next category is the crafting movements. Crafting movements is an essential aspect of soul making as life itself necessitates constant movement punctuated by a variety of beats. The performance of daily activities is unavoidable depending on the circumstances and situations we encounter. Crafting movements is a vital category within soul making, offering individuals a means of self expression, adaptation, personal growth, and embodied exploration. As we intentionally shape our movements and engage in daily activities, we express our inner world, adapt to changing circumstances, and foster a deeper mind body connection. Crafting movements becomes a transformative journey, allowing us to navigate life with authenticity, rhythm, and sense of purpose. The last categories is the crafting techniques. Crafting techniques encompasses a wide range of experiences that stimulate intelligence and creativity, leading to the synthesis of artwork. This process of synthesis manifests in various forms such as photographs, puppets, masks, and many others. Crafting techniques play a vital role within soulmaking, providing avenues for creative expression, innovation, and soulful exploration. Through the synthesis of artworks such as photographs, puppets, masks, and other forms, individuals engage their intelligence, communicate their emotions, and share their unique perspectives. Crafting techniques become a transformative journey that nurtures the artist's growth, stimulates their creativity, and enables the manifestation of their inner world in tangible and meaningful ways.
So hello once again, I am Joanna Automodas and my share for this report is all about improvisation. Improvisation is doing something without prior preparation or an act upon something that may not be necessarily be planned. The spontaneity or unexpectedness of changes brought by improvisation makes the artwork to have distinctive quality that creates its individuality and identity. Improvisation is an activity that is not pre-planned, designed, or scripted. Improvisation is completed in real time and is different in every situation. It can take place in acting, writing, dancing, engineering, etc. Improvisation may be applied because of an emergency sudden changes. Example, the need to fix a car when manufactured parts are not available, or as a creative exercise. Example, a group of actors performing a skit based on a given topic. Improvisation, like what I've said, can be defined as doing something without proper preparation in originative way. It has become an integral part of the arts in present context. In the essence, improvisation is evident in the process of making an art. There are various forms of improvisation, and one of these is the musical improvisation. Musical improvisers often understand the idiom of one or more music styles. Examples, blues, rock, folk, and jazz, and work within the idiom to express the ideas with creativity and originality. The second one is the singing improvisation. Singing improvisation is an ancient art form. It is a mixture of musical improvisation and improvisational theater. A singer makes up the words and melody to a song at the same time the musicians are making up the music to the song. Theater. According to the dominant acting theories of Konstantin Stanislavski, an actor improvising a scene must trust his own instincts. According to Stanislavski, an actor must use his own instinct to define a character's response to internal and external stimuli. Dance. Improvisation is used as a choreographic tool in dance composition, experimenting with the concept of shape, space, time, and energy while moving without inhibition or cognitive thinking can create unique and innovative moment designs, spatial configuration, dynamics, and unpredictable rhythms. Improvisation without inhibition allows the choreographer to connect to their deepest creative self, which in turn clears the way to pure invention. Contact improvisation. Contact improvisation is a form developed 30 years ago that is now practiced around the world. It originated from the movement studies of Steve Paxton in the 1970s and developed through the continued exploration of the Judson dance theater. It is dance form through based on sharing weight, partnering, and playing with weight with unpredictable outcomes. Film. The director Mike Leigh uses lengthy improvisation developed over a period of weeks to develop characters and storylines for his films. He starts with some sketch ideas of how he thinks things might develop, but does not reveal all his intention with the cast. They soon discover their fates and act out of their responses as their destinies are gradually revealed, including significant aspects of their lives which will not subsequently be shown on screen. The final filming draws on dialogue and actions that have been recorded during the improvisation period. Comedy. Improvisational comedy is a common art form throughout the world and throughout history. Poetry. Traditional epic poetry included improvisational moments where the reciter flattered the audience, especially the authorities, or substituted forgotten passages to the delight of the listeners. There are also societies that value improvised poetry as a genre, often as a debate or a poetic just, where improvisators compete for public approval. Some of those impromptu poems are later recorded in paper and transmitted orally. Television. In the 1990s, a TV show called Whose Line Is It Anyway popularized the short-form comedic improvisation. The original version was British, but it was later revived and popularized in the United States with Drew Carey as a host. The last one, in various forms of improvisation, is the role-playing games. Role-playing games often involve a casual form of improvisational acting. A player's character may be predefined. With game statistics and a history, the character's response to game events and to other players is improvised. Some players are more interested in the depth of the acting than others, while others enjoy elaborate plots. Emotional investment in characters and intense or witty repartees. Some earlier role-playing games emphasized combat and game mechanics over role-playing. However, modern storytelling games are often more plot-driven, and live-action role-playing games are often more acting-focused.
My name is Alma Rebellias Noblasa, Group 5, Lesson 8. My topic is all about appropriation. So, appropriation refers to the brushing the image recognized from different sources and create a new form. So, appropriation is artistic content does not imply stealing but rather improving an art form in order to create new content. Why do artists use appropriation and contemporary arts? Since the goal of artists is to recontextualize the image, an object, a different way or technique that can be form or repetition, framing, enlargement. They believe that we borrow existing imagery or element thus allow the viewer to negotiate the meaning of original and different, more relevant, more current content. So, The Last Supper. As an example, the picture of the Last Supper pointing shows the different context of the original one. As we can see, they are in the female figure instead of showing the apostle and Christ is the Last Supper of the original one. So, we have three types of culture appropriate. 1. Object appropriation. 2. Content appropriation. 3. Subject appropriation. The content appropriation, we have types. The style appropriation and the motif appropriation. So, object appropriation refer to the concrete, tangible work of art and owned by early people. So, object appropriation refer to an object from one culture to another. This picture is an example of appropriation. So, content appropriation refer to the adoption of work that are intangible. So, content appropriation, it can be a form of poetry, music, and composition and likes, stories, just like that. So, types of appropriation, we have style of appropriation, we have one. Style of appropriation, it is on work but more in style. This picture as an example of stylistic appropriation. So, style appropriation does not replicate previously create a work of early people. However, an act of using the element in creating a new form. So ang style appropriation, dili siya more on work, but daghaagkuan sa style ang kanang kadaghanan sa iyaha. So we have motif appropriation. So motif appropriation, this happens when the artist is inspired by the art of a culture but does not necessarily produce a like of artworks. So motif appropriation related to stylistic appropriation on basic idea. So this picture is an example of motif appropriation. So the last one is subject appropriation. So subject appropriation occurs when the subject matter of culture is appropriated. So subject appropriation is someone from one culture replace members of aspects of another culture. So this picture is shown as an example of appropriation. And that's all. Thank you.